is all I see. I know my future's bright, I know that I will be alright. And I know who I'm gonna be. Gonna be the greatest, looking back like, girl, you made it. I know I can do it. Just gotta push through it. It all depends on me. You're gonna make it. You don't gotta fake it. Just be who you are. Just be who you are. No matter what life throws, you just gotta take it. And be who you are. Just be who you are. You're gonna make it. Don't gotta fake it. Just be who you are. No matter what life throws, you just gotta take it. Just make it. Don't gotta fake it.
I'ma be honest. Whatever you pretend to be makes you your own worst enemy. Man, I wouldn't even waste the energy on them. Yeah. Who you putting on for? Can't be overthinking how it's gon' go. Gotta go and open up your own doors. Like, I'm trying to tell. If you haven't, go and find yourself. Look in the mirror, remind yourself. You gotta be the one behind yourself. Easier said than done. Gotta see it through. Gotta be you. I believe in you. You just gotta believe it too.
You're gonna make it.
And you don't have to lie to kick it. You're gonna make it. Don't gotta fake it. Be who you are. Just be who you are. No matter what life throws, just gotta take it. Be who you are. Be who you are. You're gonna make it. Don't gotta fake it. Just be who. Just be
who you are. No matter what life throws, you just gotta take it.
Just be who.
Just be who you are. Just be who you are. Just be who you are.
The place I'm in feel like a stage, making a movie, taking my name. Why am I making a claim? Just to stay away from the regular cage. Regular games, regular fame. Really think I'm ready? Past the fatty, I'm steady already to give society my Rossetti. Machiavelli, Bird, Getty, Gettysburg. Used to feel so deadly, but currently I am so peppy. Palms are getting sweaty. I'm nervous, but I won't fall like confetti. I want the whole world to hear my medley plenty. I'm mental but sentient since she walked out the door. He's been messy but handled it. I just keep letting myself keep on flexing. Falling through the clouds. You left my mind with doubt. Everything I'm done is catching up to me uncomfortably. My friends and family asking me like what's been up with me, cause they don't know that I was suffering. I don't want to let you down, I don't want you worrying. It's humbling to see my path is clearing. I'm starting to see clearly. Take a music theory just to help the weary. Wouldn't want somebody handling me cavalierly. Don't get near me, you can't make me happy. Beyond X years, beyond my years, I'm lucky my tears are falling. You over there laughing, you having a good time. I am self-destructing, I can't have no more distracting and no more disrupting. So I cut up my relaxing, temporary corrupting, but that won't be everlasting. Look at me and you can see my heart is so glassy. I'm falling through the clouds. You left my mind with doubt. Ain't no way to stop the hurting. Ain't in a place to stop the turning. Feelings mixed with demons lurking. All this life shit I'm still learning. Got to face my fears this early. I get too upset discerning. I'm falling through the clouds. You left my mind with doubt.
tryna party. We all been dangerous, ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious, outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down cause we skimming in, hammers in, benders in, cashmere, Gucci, bag, money. We all been dangerous, ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious, outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down cause we skimming in, hammers in, benders in, cashmere, Gucci, bag, money. Me in my city, told you I feel like Diddy. Met her in Harlem, shorty a dickie. Yeah, come talk. I like it bada, I be a papa. I got the chopper, baby, just move. Kuda Matata. Yeah, run it back. Come on, let's party, let's boom. Soon as I step in the room, get in my bag. You cross the line, you boom. Yeah. I'm on your block with no ski. Yeah, I'm in the spot with my team. Yeah, 50 clip with the beam. Yeah, she want the D. I make her scream. I make her bleed. This under my feet. Hold on. 25K for the fee. Running up babies on me, doing my dance, sipping low yard and dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious. Outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down cause we skimming in, hammers in, benders in, cashmere, Gucci, bag, money. We all been dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious. Outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down cause we skimming in, hammers in, benders in, cashmere, Gucci, bag, money. I told them let me through, got the tool. Don't act the fool if you got shit to lose. I ain't come to lose. These niggas born as ice phone. And shorty bad, that's a Fendi bag. All of my comments say heat. Niggas is mad cause I'm paid, I'm getting rich. Nigga, I'm on fire. Who want the smoke? Pull out the pipe. Pretty little bitch, it's my type. Sheet up the D, I'ma drop the buy. Bet the money on us, bet it. Bet you want her, I want blood. Nah, yeah. Bet you want her, I want blood. Yeah. Sturdy with it. Hold on. 25K for the fee. Yeah. Running up babies on me. Yo, on my dance, singing on me. Dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious. Outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down cause we skimming in, hammers in, benders in, cashmere, Gucci, bag, money. We all been dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious. Outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down cause we skimming in, hammers in, benders in, cashmere, Gucci, bag, money, bag.
Should I go?
thoughts won't stay away, overloaded. And my love just went away, someone stole it. Yeah, I smoked this weed all day, now I'm floating. And I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I'm going now. Lately, not feeling right, not feeling right now. Said baby, why you pick me up to set me right down? Shit crazy, how you have my trust, but where are you now? See you up, they pray you come down. Take these thoughts, I swear you would drown. When you left, I took off like a shooting star. I ripped my heart out my chest, I threw that shit to Mars. You said you're not like the others, well I think you are. You said you're not like the others, well I think you are. These thoughts won't stay away, overloaded. And my heart just went away, someone stole it. Yeah, I smoked this weed all day, now I'm floating. And I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I'm going now. Shooting star, if I stood there with you, wasn't going far. From afar, try to hit me up, I think that's real bizarre. Down to the middle, no nigga, I will not settle. I'm popping off, ain't no kettle. We spinning them racks, we get it right back. My nigga, this shit right here ain't no rental. All the stuff that you say, yeah, I heard it before. You tell me that your feelings done, yeah, I've been here before. Lately I've been feeling numb, ain't no feelings no more. I know that it's over now, I don't know where I'm going now. These thoughts won't stay away, and my love just went away. Yeah, I smoked this weed all day, cause these thoughts won't stay away. And these thoughts won't stay away, overloaded. And my heart just went away, someone stole it. Yeah, I smoked this weed all day, now I'm floating. And I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I'm going now. These thoughts won't stay away, overloaded. And my heart just went away, someone stole it. And I smoked this weed all day, now I'm floating. And I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I'm going now. Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back, I'm sorry love, but I can't now understand now. Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back, I'm sorry love, but I can't now understand now.
Yeah, toxic, toxic. I've been from the office. System of a pretty little girl in a mosh pit. Giving you the world and it's strange for my conscience. You and me change the same, we uncommon. All you ever wanted to was fight. Hit me in the face with the bottom of a knife. Playing that's the same one you stab me in the back with. Right after you telling me to swallow my pride. The day that I die, the day that I admit you was right. Leave you in the rain, let my line in stride. I don't wanna fight, and I guess that means that I don't wanna love. I've been out of love, sober off the drugs, still flying in the sky. Love is the thing that apparently we're supposed to live for, but it seems like it's kinda out of minds. You can feel the pain from my eyes. I don't wipe tears when I cry. Toxic love, I don't wanna fight, I just want this love, love. It's called a love.
Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back, I'm sorry love, but I can't now understand now. Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back, I'm sorry love, but I can't now understand now. I ain't tryna fight, I'm already in my mind. I don't wanna waste my time, this feeling isn't right, I just wanna make you mine. I'm the only one here trying. Yeah, I'm tryna give you everything you need now. Even though I told myself love ain't what I need now. Gotta keep grinding, get where I wanna be now. Say fuck love, just tryna get between now. Yeah. You tell me you love me, I go. I told you off rip, I ain't wifing you, honey. She loving this shit that I wrote. that she vibe with me funny. Ain't thinking with my heart no more. Cause I'm on the grind and I'm chasing that money. She tried to replace what she lost, but that never happened cause there's only one me. That real love, I don't want it anymore. You fucked up, now I'm walking through the door. That real love, I don't want it anymore. You fucked up, now I'm walking through the door. To fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back, I'm sorry love, but I can't now, understand now. Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back, I'm sorry love, but I can't now, understand now.
Yeah, we got a toxic love, I can't go back. The key to my heart you hold and I know that. Yeah, we got history, it's no mystery, but I fucked it up, yeah, I own that. But I've grown a lot and I've shown that I'm one of a kind, you can't clone that. I know you where my soul at, but we bad together, that's so facts. Look, I swear that this ain't an excuse. You play with my heart, you gave it a bruise. I sat in the dark and I played with a noose. Girl, you playing games while I paid all my dues. Love ain't a game, but you breaking the rules. Wanna rewind it and go back and start. Why be together, we better apart. Yeah, you want me back, but that wouldn't be smart. These scars, yeah, I earned them. This love, it was something to learn from. One night I just stared at your pictures, just wishing I rolled up a blunt while I burned them. Leave me alone, cause I'm finding peace. Living for me, no apologies. If you love me, then you should be proud of me. I can't lie, it's the way that it gotta be.
We love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back, I'm sorry love, but I can't now, understand now. Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back, I'm sorry love, but I can't now, understand now.
Why I feel like I need you in my life? Why you keep it holding me like a vice? Yeah. Why I feel like I need you in my life? Why you keep it holding me like a vice? Yeah. Why I feel like I need you in my life? Why you keep it holding me like a vice? Yeah. Oh, oh. Why I feel like I need you in my life? Why you keep it holding me like a vice? I thought about it twice. Remember the nights you wouldn't write back. And be up 4 a.m. Why you like that? Thought you had love for the kid, now it's ice pack. Swollen out 12 on the way. I can't fight back, going down. Threw it away, ain't no life jack, don't come around. I can't explain how I'm right back, yeah. What came over me? Thought I was everywhere that I'm supposed to be. Felt like it was better with you holding me. Now I'm second guessing the shit you told to me, yeah. All I really gotta say is that you locked up, but I got a feeling that you got me fucked up. And when you're not around, I can't function. Gotta get you on my mind and on my heart now. Oh, is it too late? I'm gone. Oh, ain't no more wake up calls. Oh, why you so fake? I'm lost. Oh, when is your wake up call? Here you come running, I go the other way. I promise I don't want it, already had a taste. And here you come running, but you don't know the way. I hit the ground running, running, running. Here you come running, I go the other way. I promise I don't want it, already had a taste. And here you come running, but you don't know the way. I hit the ground running, 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 yeah. you in my life? Why you keep it holding me like a vice? Yeah. Why I feel like I need you in my life? Why you keep it holding me like a vice? Yeah. Why I feel like I need you in my life? Why you keep it holding me like a vice? Yeah. Oh.
Throw it back, little mama, throw it back, big mama, throw it back, you don't know how to act, yeah. Throw it back, little mama, throw it back, big mama, throw it back, see that monkey from the back, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, throw it back like a dump truck.
Yeah, throw it back like a dump truck. Shake that ass like you try and get it unstuck. When I pull up to my bumper. Drop it low, just don't drop the dun-dun. Call that ass like she threw it to my chest. I gotta admit you doing it the best. She going crazy, I ain't even ask questions. Cake everywhere, cake all different directions. Damn, come to po-pos. You been sliding too fast down the po-po. Better switch speeds, move it slow-mo. My God, that thing out control,
Throw it back, little mama, throw it back, big mama, throw it back, you don't know how to act, yeah. Throw it back, little mama, throw it back, big mama, throw it back, see that monkey from the back, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, throw it back like a dump truck.
Yeah, she ain't throwing it if you ain't got your funds up. She got her hair did and her nails done up. She wanna dance all night to the sun up. She wanna dance all night to the sun up. That ain't no problem. That's out of control like God. I said you must do this often. This shit rewind it. You know me, I got behind it. Nah, I just hope she don't pause it. My God, she thick. Picked her up, she got in the backseat, cause that's the only place it's gonna fit. After she threw it back on me, I had to make sure she threw it back on my nigga crib. Okay.
Throw it back, little mama, throw it back, big mama, throw it back, you don't know how to act, yeah. Throw it back, little mama, throw it back, big mama, throw it back, see that monkey from the back, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, throw it back like a dump truck. Throw it back, little mama, throw it back, big mama, throw it back, you don't know how to act, yeah. Throw it back, little mama, throw it back, big mama, throw it back, see that monkey from the back, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, yeah. Throw it back like a dump truck, throw it back like a dump truck.
Alright. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby? I can hold you down. Boy, you know you get me out my feelings, baby. I need you around. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby? I can hold you down. Whenever we have issues, I wanna talk right through 'em. We ain't perfect, baby, you know that we argue too. Let's get a room, just me and you, and we can fuck right through 'em. Bend me over, baby, you know what that ass can do. Let's talk about our dreams and getting married and shit. Couple rings, couple carrots and shit. We got a whole life ahead of us, we treasuring it. Keep treasuring it. I like how you get me. God sent you to me. So like the best, just you let me know you are forever, babe. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby? I can hold you down. Boy, you know you get me out my feelings, baby. I need you around. Yeah. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby? I can hold you down. to you. I think about it every day. Like damn, my journey led me here. I love talking to you. I love your vibe in every way. Like damn, you really everything. I love to tell you secrets, cause babe, I know you'll keep them. You're listening so deeply. I love to take you deeper and get in your mind. Your mind, alright. Baby, I ain't tripping, you my nigga. And baby, you shine different with me. I feel like the sky twinkles when I'm with you. I look in your eyes, all I can see is all my life for you. And I know that you know I love you. So is you really lifting up my spirits, baby? I can hold you down. Boy, you know you get me out my feelings, baby. I need you around. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby? I can hold you down. My spirits, baby, I can hold you down. Boy, you know you get me in my feelings, baby, I need you around. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby, I can hold you down.
I tried, not really tryna feel shit tonight. Don't mind, don't cry. Know that when I get lit, I'm fine. Know that when I get lit, I'm lying. Know that when I get lit, so cry. Know that when I get lit, them demons, they split, they beat more about my mind. You show, you know, you see, believe. Wasting all my time on you. I've got nothing left to lose. You walk, you talk, you speak, you leave. Wasting all my time on you. I've got nothing left to lose. You know,
just like that, like he be like an animal or something, like he walking through.
They're like super.
believe. Wasting all my time on you. I've got nothing left to lose. You walk, you talk, you speak, you leave. Wasting all my time on you. I've got nothing left to lose.
I like when he's focusing on.
Every time I let you choose, only left me with more proof. Nothing seems to affect you. Now I don't know what to do. I don't wanna feel this way. I don't wanna see your face. No one else could take your place. Memories never erase. Every time I let you choose, only left me with more proof. Nothing seems to affect you. Now I don't know what to do. I don't wanna feel this way. I don't wanna see your face. No one else can take your place. Memories never erase. We do that again.
Happy hump day. Looks like we got 5 people watching on YouTube. Hi, guys. Hope that you're having an amazing Wednesday night. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to Bass Drop Radio, Verizon World's number radio station.
Alright, I miss you bad, but that shit stays in the past. Shit, I can clear my mind was with the call and made it back. Bananas to realize no bitch might not vanilla. Unfolded that like vanilla. What does us even mean to you? No, really, could you describe to me your feelings right now? You just keep pretending for some easy.
Let theme music.
All right, let's get this started.
Yo, we're gonna pack this thing out tonight, baby. We're gonna rock out.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me call you right back, babe. Hey, they don't get it twisted.
No, Dev.
Man, I can't call it. Minding my business and making moves. When you coming over to Spatial with us?
Let's go. Pack it out, pack it out, pack it out, pack it out, pack it out.
Tonight, what's up?
Yo, what's up, yo? What's up?
What's up,
Leroy,
Leroy?
what it do, man?
What's up, brother? What's up? What's up, Howard? What's up, Chomp?
Roy,
What's
let
up,
a nigga hold
babe?
the dub
What's
till
up,
I get out the tub.
What's up, bro?
What's good? How you doing?
What's up?
Come on, bro.
Yo, what's up,
I
Dindon?
call
How
it
you
just
doing, my
enjoying
boy?
my 40s, man.
Chilling.
Hey,
man.
happy
Come on in, guys. Let me know that you guys are here in the chat. 5 people watching in the chat. Send some fire emojis if you're ready for the show to get started.
Oh, we about to set this bitch out tonight.
Make sure, as always, that you're following the Bass Drop Radio Instagram page at Bass Drop Radio. Let's go.
Who?
What's good, y'all?
Welcome to Bass Drop Radio. For those of you who've been here before, and for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, we are Horizon World's #1 radio station. So thank you so much for being here. I am your host, Brooklyn Britt VR, and I'm joined by the one and only Cherrypie, as well as Biggie Pauls, scripting God here in Horizon Worlds, but most importantly, the one of our newest, hottest game creators on the platform as well. Biggie is the mastermind behind Desert Sand PvP, which some of you guys may be familiar with. And for those of you who are not, y'all gonna have to get on here and start playing that game because it is dope. So thank you so much for being here with us, Biggie.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
The introduction was fire too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, let's go and get right into it. I have some questions because for one, the game was released last week. Is that correct?
Yeah, we released it on Thursday, but we ran into some bugs that night. So officially Friday was when we were able to put a playable version out.
Gotcha. So tell me what the what the movement was for within this first week.
Well, I mean, we published the first beta on Friday. We jumped in there, had a nice testing session with like Papa Hoppa and the Bunkies crew. So Spicy Nuggies, Davey,
yes,
some other people. No, it went really well, man. Everybody was having fun. It was getting some good feedback. I was finding bugs. People were breaking the world. It was great. Because as a scripter, when you're putting something like that together, you got to know what the problems are. You got to know what your pitfalls are. And you don't know what your pitfalls are going to be until you get a full instance in there and stuff starting. So for me, that was great, man. Like I wanted to see where the shortcomings were so I could jump in and fix it. So every day I've been jumping in the mornings and doing the bug fixes from the notes that I take the night before. So yeah, it's been great, man. The feedback's been phenomenal. The love from the community, man. Like I didn't know what really to expect. I haven't published a world since probably about a year ago. So wow. My own world anyway. So it was it's different being on this side as opposed to going into somebody's world and scripting it and then leaving. You know what I mean? Once the bugs are worked out, then they got to worry about promoting it. They got to worry about putting it full. They got to worry about putting it in front of people's faces. And that's not the case. It all falls on me. So it's different, but it's good though. I like it.
Yeah. Speaking of pitfalls and bug fixes and things of that nature, I would like to ask, what exactly was the motivation behind Desert Sand? Like, how did we land on Desert Sand being the PvP type of game that was built versus something else?
Well, everybody knows Arena Clash. Everybody knows Action Island. Me personally, I'm more of an Action Island type guy. Arena Clash just doesn't do it for me. It's not doesn't keep me engaged. It's a little too, I don't want to say, no disrespect to the people that created it. It just doesn't keep my interest. You know what I mean? And so obviously that I've been around a lot of great creators that are responsible for some phenomenal like visual things. So I wanted to make a visually appealing game that also has a great gameplay. And so that's kind of where the idea stemmed from. So one night at 2 a.m. in December, I decided I was just going to start gray boxing out one of my favorite maps from Counter-Strike, which is Dust 2. It's been around for about 22 years, 23 years maybe. But it is by far the most popular map in first-person shooter history as far as like time. So that was my inspiration. I laid it out from memory because I played it for so many hours, and that's how it got the start. And from there, it just kind of like people that I want to help. I want to do this. I needed a builder, so that's where Alloy came in. Alloy, she was so excited that she wanted to throw down and put her skills in there. So I'm like, man, how could I say no? So it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, shout out to Very Alloy, who's another another amazing creator on this platform. She and Angel, the artist, are behind the Bass Drop Rebuild. So the room that you guys are sitting in is brought to you by both Alloy and Angel. Unfortunately, Alloy could not be here tonight with us, but she is the mastermind behind the visuals, the build itself, and the map itself when it comes to Desert Sand. So I mean, she's an amazing realistic builder. Her attention to detail and the patience that she has for making things realistic is absolutely insane. And I think that was very well demonstrated in this build, for a fact. So shout out to her. Unfortunately,
I've got a question. Yeah. Because I want to get to like the juicy stuff. Like I want to get to like, you know, I mean, the really, really interesting shit, yo. Like I've been paying attention to the leaderboard. And how are you at the top of the leaderboard? I just see Nuggies after you, and then Victor 3000. And I'm just like, what was that like competing against all of them trying to get to the top of the leaderboard?
It was tough, man. These dudes, man, like as soon as like Victor and Sadie helped some of the testing late last week, and Victor came in hot, man. Victor was like, dude, this is my shit. This is what I like to do. It's like he's like, it feels like Call of Duty. He's like, this is what we're looking for on this platform. And I mean, dude played like probably like a 4-hour session and just going back and forth, man. Every time we kill each other, we just sit there and laugh at each other in the spawn point because it's like, oh, man, we did it again. You know what I mean? So it was just like running around, but it's been tough, man. Like, because the Clashers started coming in, the Action Island people started coming in, and that's when the competition got really tough. But really, man, I'm in just about every test session. I mean, I missed a couple. Some people brought their own, ran their own instance. But no, it's fun, man. It's so fun and it's addicting. Every game is different, even though it's the same map, same weapons. Every game plays out differently. You might be on the bottom of this match, next one you're on the top. It just depends on when you hit your stride and when you start getting those kills, those headshots.
Well, and it also depends who you're in there with, because Davey and Spicy have been, shout out to them, they've been running the leaderboards up since the minute that dropped.
I'm sorry, I don't want to.
What's up? What's good?
Man, that game there is so freaking fun, man. It don't make no sense. It keeps you engaged and Nuggies, she's really freaking good.
She's mechanical, 3, 4, 5.
Bro. Hey, I got one question. How many people could fit in here?
In here?
Yeah.
Like 25, 26, I believe.
Well, why I say 3 people in another server? How many people in here now?
There's some people in the back too.
Yeah, that's weird. There might be a separate instance that end up, but if you guys are on the live, please feel free to join on one of us so that you can be kind of show in here with us.
That's what. It's a lot of people back here. Oh shit.
Yeah, there might be people back there.
Party in the studio.
Mm-hmm. So I was gonna say, like, while you were building the build, you had some ones that celebrated a birthday not too long ago this month.
Oh yeah.
Were you in there whooping some kid butt? Did you have them tested out?
No. I only got one Oculus, so let's not put that out there.
Oh my god.
Okay. I just wanted to know. I just want to know if he was whooping on the kids bad, because I know Action Island.
No, I did let them do. I let them play Action Island on my Oculus.
Tell them what you did. Tell them what you did. Tell them what you did.
All right.
So
man,
y'all know. Yeah. Tell them. Right. Give them. Preface it. Let them know where you was at.
All my kids are gamers, man. So
in
and their friends were having a sleepover for my son's 8th birthday party. So of course, me being the extra video game nerd that I am, I pulled out a 100-inch screen, put it in the hotel room. We had a suite, so I had put it right in the living room area. And we hooked up the PS5 and we were letting them game on the 100-inch screen in the hotel room, and it was lit. But they were playing that Five Nights at Freddy's game, and they're like, and it's like only the last 4 of them still up. All the rest of them crashed. And they're like, man, we don't get scared. We don't get jump scared. And they're talking all tough. And I'm like, all right. I was like, I got something for you. I got something that'll scare you. And then I was like, I'll bring my VR headset out. And they're like, yeah, get it. And my wife's like, no, it's 1 a.m. They're about to go to bed. You are not gonna have them up scared, you know. So I'm like, all right, so tomorrow after we have breakfast and everything, I'll pull it out. I'll let you guys try it. So of course, in my mind, I'm like, all right, what's the game that I've seen in Horizon? So I took them to the invasion, and so one of them made it to the part 3. All the rest of them threw the head off right in the middle of part 2. So it was yeah, I scared them. It was funny. Their parents laughed about it. So let all you Karen there, the parents.
I'm done.
But yeah, it was funny, man. Like I scared the hell out of the kids, man. But you know, that's what they for. You know, don't say you ain't scared. You too tough. Nah, there's something out there that'll get you. So, but yeah, it was.
So
hilarious.
I know Brooklyn has been in there as a tester, you know, obviously helping you out, testing the world, always open to giving, you know, back to the community and being like helpful in any way. And that's awesome. I remember when I was in there as a tester for just a short period of time, I think it was like just you had just started and you wanted me to check out some of the guns and stuff like that. And that was really cool. I noticed that it was a lot similar to Counter-Strike. Did you get like a lot of inspiration from Counter-Strike?
Absolutely. So I started playing Counter-Strike in like 2003, and Counter-Strike 1.6, and then went on to Counter-Strike Source in like 2005, maybe 2000, whatever it came out. It came bundled with Half-Life 2 at the time as a PC game. So I bought Half-Life 2 just to get Counter-Strike Source, and I put so many hours into that game, man, just playing. But most of my time was spent on that same map, Dust 2. So that's where my inspiration came from. It's my favorite map. And I felt like, and there's people that recreated it in here in Horizon before. They made a Arena Clash version of it in Dust 2 and stuff like that. But I wanted to bring more of the Counter-Strike feel to it. Like, you know, I wanted you to feel like you were at war. I wanted it to feel like, you know, with the sounds and the you know, the visuals, and I wanted it to be, I put the fog in there because I wanted it to feel dusty. Like I wanted you to feel like you had to take a shower when you left that world. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of immersion that I wanted to achieve. And then, you know, get your, and then, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing it, I'm sweating because I'm constantly looking around and constantly, you know, my mind is
I'm
constantly
sweating and screaming. I'm literally ripped the headset off. I'm like on level 1000, like 2 morning. All my animals in my house are looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, listen, y'all don't know. I've been in the trenches.
It's serious.
Okay.
It's serious.
And if you're playing with Davy and Spicy, forget it, dog. You're gonna be screaming the entire time you're in there for a fact. But yeah, no, it's definitely an amazing game, and you really you spoiled us with the immersion for a fact. You know, from the sounds to you know, when you shoot the gun and bullets make contact with metal objects or with walls, like there's a lot of attention to detail in the sound.
It's definitely you know, it's one thing, you know, that's underutilized on this platform is sound. You know, and ever since I got in here, sound has been a part of what I do. So it's like, wow, how can I make a world and not go crazy with the sound? And as of right now, I'm only about 20% sound capacity, so I got a lot of room to do some cool stuff with it. So, but yeah, it's definitely that sells the immersion, right? If you shoot a wall and there's a puff of smoke instead of a little spark, you know what I mean? Because if you shoot a stone wall, you ain't gotta get that spark, you know, but you'll get it off of metal objects. So using different visual effects, and then having the sounds differently, you know. But then also, if you notice, if you shoot that barrel over and over and over again, you don't hear the same sound. You get different sounds every time, because again, in real life, that's not how it's gonna work. So that's, you know, the level that I take things and I say, all right, what's gonna make it work well, and then how can I up it? You know, how can I go the extra mile? How can I push the envelope? And that's, you know, that's the approach that I'm taking on every aspect of this game. So
yeah, I want to talk about let's talk about somebody else who was a part of this build, who is kind of lurking in the shadows a little bit. Shout out to RJ the creator, who is behind Stranded Resort. Amazing game developer who specializes in lighting and shadows. That's correct, right? Yeah.
Realism is the style. Yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah, he's nuts. I met RJ, happenstance actually. I was in a world with Cam. Actually, I had just taken Cam Bam to see Desert Sand, and he's running around. Cam's a Marine, and so
Yep.
he was in his element, and he was giving me feedback. He's like, dude, this is so dope. Like, hey man, he goes, I got military assets if you want them and you want to use them. Like, I hook you up. So we went to go see his World War II world, which did a lot of similar things, man. Like especially with the sound and stuff like that. That really, it was cool to see something that was made last year that could really work in today's platform, and while we were in there, RJ popped up on us. He followed Cam in there, and we just started chopping up. Who, if you don't know, RJ's ex-Marine and also did tours overseas. So meeting with him, and then he's like, dude, what, you want to see my world? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. So we went to his underwater experience, and if you guys haven't done that, man, like that's, you want to talk about attention to detail, man, like bubbles in your mask when you're breathing, to the shark that when you get too close to it, it comes and eats you and you got to start over, that type of thing. And then you also are on a time limit. You only got so much oxygen in your tank, so if you don't complete it in like a half hour, you die and you're done. So it's like that type of realism, and I mean the underwater landscape that he made was just stupid. Like, I'm just crazy deep, and you feel like you're underwater. You feel like you got oxygen tank on you. You even have to press a button to talk through a phone or like a talkie type setup. So he really pushed that, that attention to detail. So when we were talking about Desert Sand, I had just taken him in there to go see it probably about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. And while we were in there, I said, dude, RJ, I gotta ask you some questions about the shadows, because I was trying to get my shadows right. I had dabbled in the lighting. I got the lighting how I wanted it. But the shadows weren't proper, like things weren't casting shadows right. And so I asked him, I was like, how do you do this? So he started showing me his techniques. Now, one thing about Jay, if you ask him how he does something, he has no problem telling you how he did it, because he has the confidence of, well, I can show you how the method, but that doesn't mean you're going to execute it the way that I do. And I respect that. I think that, like, dude, all right, you're right, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not a visual artist. Like, that's not my strong suit. But he came in, and all of a sudden it was like probably about 2-3 in the morning, and he started doing his thing with the shadows. And next thing you know, after about a half hour, he had probably about 20, maybe 30% of the map fully shadowed out. And from there, he's like, dude, he goes, I'll just pop in and do this as I can. And honestly, man, it turned out way better than I could have ever imagined. So
it's insane.
With Alloy's build, RJ's shadowing, my lighting, it all came, and it looks amazing. So shout out to RJ, shout out to Alloy. I mean, without them, I couldn't have done this.
Yeah, shout out to RJ and Leave Earth Studios. He's actually working on a new upcoming world called Neon City, so be on the lookout for that, because that's going to be insane. I think we always talk a lot about what the importance of collaboration is, especially here on Bass Drop Radio. And I think that's amazing that three artists, three creators, who all kind of have a similar style, which is realism, came together to bring what I would consider one of the most realistic, immersive games that there is on this platform as to date. Because when we first got on here, builds were realistic, but a lot of builds were like fantasy based, like things, if in a different world, if we lived in a digital world. And so it's interesting to see how realism and immersion is how do you say, there's an evolution of that happening in this space.
Exactly.
Is there any
so real quick, I just want to say, everybody who's watching on YouTube, thank you so much. We have also packed out a couple of servers, so again, thank you so much. Biggie, I do want to just kind of give you a little bit of duality, right? Because on top of being a scripter, did you guys know, because we're bringing it right back around to music for Bass Drop Radio just a little bit, okay? I don't know if you knew, but Biggie Pauls is also a DJ. And I don't know if you guys have heard his mixes, but his mixes are incredible. You guys, if you've ever had a Biggie Paul's mix in your world, or if you've ever requested a mix from him, he has incredible mixes. And, you know, to bring in the music and a little bit of the technology, I don't know if you guys have heard about the AI technology that's going around with like all of these, the music and the rapper, and it's really changing the way that music looks, and maybe not so much in a good way. There was a video clip going around social media and around all of these social media networks of Kanye West, right? And Kanye West was doing all of these other songs that weren't his songs, but it wasn't even his voice.
It wasn't Kanye. Yeah.
It was AI. And I think that that's crazy. So for who's in music and who's also in technology, tell me a little bit about what you think about AI and where it's going with music.
I love AI. I'm gonna be straight up. Like, you know, there's two camps, right? We went through this with the smartphone revolution, right? You had the camp people that loved the smartphone and embraced it immediately, and then you had the camp that like, man, I'm just gonna stick with my flip phone. I don't need that phone. I don't need a big phone. I don't need this and that. As the smartphone, it got to a point where you couldn't do things without a smartphone. You know, you had to have a smartphone to do certain things, and then as they slowly start to migrate, there's a few still that are holding out, that still have flip phones, but it's one of those situations with technology, and this is always the case. Technology is trained, right? It's going to keep going forward at its speed. It's going to accelerate, and you either have two choices: you can jump on a train, or you get run over by the train. And, you know, I'm always in the camp of, I'm going to jump on that train. I'm going to start using that train for transportation. I'm going with it. I'm going to ride those coattails. And, you know, as far as the music thing, I think it's amazing. Like, I'm not a music producer. I understand music, but again, I can't create something out of nothing. But, you know, there is an AI website that I've been playing with that actually will generate different genres of music based on tempo, based on if you want it to be like cinematic, you know, like a cinematic, like dramatic type feel, or you want cyberpunk, you want EDM, like, or you can even upload a track to the website and it will make you different versions of that based on what you've uploaded in a certain style. You can make a classical version of a hip hop song. You can make a hip hop version of a country song. You can do all kinds of crazy shit with AI. And I'm here for it, man. I want to see where this goes. Just because I you got to embrace it as a tool. It's another tool for the toolkit. It doesn't replace what you do. It just changes. Like DJs made a big deal sync button, right? If you don't know anything about DJing, right? So DJing started with turntables.
Right.
You know, and you had to change the pitch on the turntable to make this record go at a certain speed, and then that changed how fast or how slow the song was. Well, then when they started using the sync buttons on the software technology got created. You got old school holdouts that are like, man, I'm not using those sync button, and then you got the ones that only use buttons when they DJ, and they're doing live remixes on the fly and stuff like that. A lot easier than what the DJs that are holding out. So it's like, you know, and Jazzy Jeff said it the best, was like, you know, if new technology is going to help me DJ better, then what's the problem? You know what I mean? Like, why is that an issue? And he was like, DJ Jazzy Jeff was one of the people that pioneered Serato. You know, Serato was kind of frowned upon in the DJ queue. If you weren't carrying two 30-pound turntables, but then you got the flight cases that are all add another 10 pounds to each one. So you got 80 pounds of turntables plus the flight case for your mixer, and then your crates of vinyl. If you never DJ'd in a spot before, you know that going back and forth to your truck to this, or that gets exhausting, man. But if you can just pack up a laptop, Serato, and your mixer, or, you know, if you're still rocking turntables, that's cool too. You know, it all works together. But if you're threatened by technology, man, then you're living in the wrong generation. Like, because technology, you know, what do you want to still, you know, etch things into a stone tablet, or are you going to hit the printing press? You know what I mean?
I think this fine line, right? Because like creativity is also being threatened a little bit. If you have AI being able to recreate or create songs that musicians creating, and AI is going in there and making these songs, do you think that eventually the record labels are going to be like, why we need people anymore to make $1 million, $2 million, $3 million off of a record? I just look at it like,
maybe,
I just look at it, right? Like when I hear a song, right, the artist has put in time in the studio. The producer has put time in on the beat. And now there are computer programs that can literally eliminate that whole process, and some computer can do all of that for you. So it's like a GMO song. And I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, what did the DJ community feel about this? What does the producer community feel about this?
I mean, well, let me let me play devil's advocate off what you just said then. So if you're threatened by that, there's also the other way of, okay, how can this technology and help my craft make it easier, right? So because you got to remember, time is money, you know what I mean? So if you can cut tasks out that are going to cost you time in order for you to put time somewhere else, then that, to me, that's technology, working for you and not against you. As far as like just generating tracks and stuff, like, how many of you are going to go to a concert for a computer generated artist? No, you go to see the artist. You're in love with the artist. You're in love with their personality. You're in love with what they stand for. You know what I mean?
I would argue to say that we go to computer generated shows in the metaverse.
But there's still a real person.
They're operated by right.
Yeah, there's still a real person.
Well, let me ask you this question: AI would make it difficult for us to tell. What if I'm an AI right now? How would you know? Because AI is getting so advanced that these AIs are actually having whole conversations, like and following those conversations.
I think they're doing so being based off of the information that we're providing as the humans operating it. And I feel like, a good example of that is FN Mecca. I mean, FN Mecca was the first digital all AI artist that they kind of, launched and put out there. And just as quickly as he went out, he came right back in because they realized, well, for one, he did a big no. And number two, they realized that like overall that's not feasible, at least not at this moment in time. There still needs to be some sort of input. There still needs to be keyword and certain language and word things that need to be put into the machine in order for it to formulate.
Well, listen to the Kanye West song, right? The AI generated Kanye West song, right?
Yeah, I
not necessarily saying that it has to be a whole AI generated person, right? But what if I can't sing, right? What if I'm just like a terrible singer, and I find that this AI machine, I can plug it in and like, oh my gosh, it's like a beautiful opera singer or somebody with an amazing voice coming out of it. Who's to say that I can't say that that's me? Because you may hear my voice, but then when I perform, you might hear this computer generated voice that doesn't belong to me. I think the integrity of music is being threatened a little bit by the AI. Now, of course, I'm for technology. I love technology, but if we're going to also advocate for artists, advocate for independent artists, which are already fighting against a huge machine, which is the record label and signing terrible 360 deals, if we're going to advocate for them, we also have to consider the fact that AI may threaten the very art that we're defending. That's it. I'll get off my soapbox, but I just wanted to say that.
No,
I mean, you bring up. Yeah, that's a valid point. I think it's 100% feasible. Is AI going to transform every facet of our lives in the next 5 to 10 years? Absolutely. But again, it also comes down to the audience being accepting to something like that. And I don't think we're quite there yet. I don't think, maybe in 20, 30 years, people might, the AI generated artists might be the norm. But I think as of right now, people still, they still love their favorite celebrities, whether it's an actor, whether it's a artist, a music artist, or a TV actor or anything like that. I mean, we used to buy CDs CDs back in the day for just one song that we heard on the radio, and then the rest of the album would be trash. You know what I mean? But we would buy that whole CD. You know, the industry is going to have to evolve just like into the AI age, just like it had to into the digital age. And I just hope that the record companies will embrace it this time in a positive way instead of fighting against it the way they did when like Napster came out. You know,
Well,
because that's
I just feel like there just has to be a balance, right? I mean, in the 2010s, we saw software popping up everywhere that was built for the purpose of plagiarism, right? So
yeah.
because there was a lot of copy and pasting going on for essay writing and and anything like that when it came to school. So I think it's a two-way street. The same way AI could potentially take over certain industries, there are also software that are written to kind of counter that, to tell against that. There are softwares out there that exist right now that can tell you whether or not a resume, for instance, or a cover letter has been generated by something like Chat GPT. I just hope and pray that with that comes accessibility, and so hopefully with that technology and the accessibility to it, hopefully that'll provide us some sort of accountability, right? Some sort of checks and balance system, if you will.
Absolutely.
To
So
keep the stuff
to that point though, there's actually a chat bot that you can take a Chat GPT generated essay, submit it to it, and it will change it to where it's 99% unrecognizable by that software that's supposed to check for AI generated essays. So it's a catch-22, right? It's going to be this epic cat and mouse game. Who's going to get ahead? It's like the hackers versus the antivirus software.
It's a rat race.
It's a rat race. Same exact thing. That's what we're seeing right now.
I think where I would like to see AI do the most good and kind of stay away from the music industry for a little bit, I would like to see AI more in medicine, right?
Yes.
We need to get closer to curing some of the diseases, cancer, to name one. And then also I would like to see AI maybe possibly do something to keep us safe. I just kind of want to take a moment to acknowledge that gun violence is a real thing in our country, and we need to be able to do something to keep our children safe while they're in school. And I don't have the answers. I don't think anyone has the answers, but we know we're not doing anything. And being stagnant or just saying thoughts and prayers is not enough when 9-year-old kids are dying. So I want to say, like, if we can use technology to keep people safe, AI technology even, that's a better use of it than computer generated Kanye West on Justin Bieber songs. And that's going to be my 2 cents on that.
You really feel some type of way about them Kanye remixes, don't you?
Nah, but did you
Let
hear
me tell
it?
you. Let me tell you. Okay.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
First of all, he doesn't. First of all, Kanye West doesn't even sound like that. All right, y'all heard Kanye West sing. Y'all heard through the wire. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
It was all types of pitch correction through that. So, like, the AI generated Kanye West made him sound super duper, like, amazing. Like, he sounded like he was on American Idol. Shout out to American Idol. Y'all need to give it up. It's enough seasons already. Quit. But anyway, I'm just like, we're on season number 45 of American Idol. All right. Anyway,
we got
they need
X-Factor.
AI. They need AI to shut down American Idol. That'll get my first vote. But yeah, I want to see AI out of music, and I want to see AI more in our schools and in our hospitals to help fight and cure diseases.
Well, I think that, to think that AI stay out of any industry is kind of, that's a fantasy. Every business is going to adopt it. Every business is going to implement it, and it's up to you to figure out how you're going to implement it into your business and the way you do things, because it is a time saver, and again, it's all embracing the technology and using it to save you time, because time is more precious than money. You can never get more time. So you got to work the angle of, how is this going to improve my life? How is this going to improve my business and how I do things? And I think too much we focus on the negative of things and not enough on the positive and the possibilities of how it can change the world.
Well,
I don't know, Iggy. I don't want a
play-
robotic hand handing me
I was-
my fries.
I mean,
It might not be rude. It might not be rude to you and get your order.
Here's
right.
the thing. I would rather robotic hand at the drive-through versus, potentially some corrupt AI software in a hospital that somehow, doesn't account for the fact that we're, maybe black or Hispanic or something of that sort, right? When treating us. My concern is not so much about the technology, but more so, how it's going to be used, right? So is it going to be used for the greater good, or is it going to be implemented for evil?
Man, I'm a realist, man. It's gonna be implemented.
Thunder in the chat said that AI is being used to detect breast cancer. Absolutely correct. Yes, and being in the industry of healthcare myself for some time, 3D mammograms just became available under insurance, right? So medicine is so far behind technology. Like the technology industry is moving forward at a drastic pace. However, leaving behind technology for medicine in rural communities. Some of them don't even have working computers. So I'm not talking about something drastic like a robotic surgeon here. I'm talking about actual technology that can detect cancer, that can detect leukemia in the blood, or anything like that, or computers that are high powered enough and the speed is great enough so that people aren't waiting in the waiting rooms for 5 hours to be seen in the ER. So all I'm saying is that AI technology can be used in other ways other than corrupting the already corrupt music industry even more.
No, definitely. I think that also with the, first off, I don't believe healthcare should be a for-profit business, because that's a conflict of interest right there. Like, you're supposed to.
Which also, like, how many years haven't we had like 3D ultrasounds available and at a reduced cost that is not covered by insurance that you can pay for out of pocket?
Thanks. And Cherry, forgive me for speaking against your industry, but I'd like to see AI take over the insurance industry as a whole. Because the insurance industry is why people that aren't insured can't afford healthcare. Because because it's not people paying the bills, it's insurance companies paying the bills. So when a corporation is paying the bills, the prices are going to go up because they're going to charge the company whatever they're going to pay for. And then that leads to people that can't get the test that or the right medication, or their what is it called, you got to get a
pre-authorization.
Yeah, the pre-authorizations get something that somebody needs because the insurance company just decides, we're not gonna pay for it. I think overall the part of the healthcare industry needs to be taken out, and it needs to become a service.
I agree. The insurance industry is definitely fraudulent in some ways, but I think that bring back around to like music and get back around to technology. I do see where there are some benefits to having AI be up to music production, but I think as far as the artistry, as far as like someone singing on a track, I just don't know if I feel comfortable listening to me knowing that it's not a real person. What AI doesn't capture is someone's emotion, someone's history, what someone has been through, and I think that is going to kind of mess with the integrity. Yeah, there's no soul in the music, and music is already losing a lot of soul by the day. So I think.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I think that AI should focus on other industries more, not like completely leave the music industry, but focus on other industries more who may need it, because we have so many talented artists. I mean, oh my God, so many amazing artists who are spending hours and hours and hours in the studio, and I really don't want to see them be replaced by computers.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much. Yeah, I don't think it's so much they're going to be replaced by computers, because again, it always comes down to the personality behind whoever's doing what, and because you even see, like, sometimes people aren't the best singers, but they get the record deal. Why? Because they got stage presence. They have they have a personality that people are drawn to. They have the charisma, and you're going to lose that, by generating their voices through computer. And actually, DJ Quick did a interview recently, and he was talking about when they recorded on on tapes. That what you got to think about what that is. The old tapes in the studio were magnetic tape that would actually write to the tape and write the sound onto it. And what it was doing, he said, it actually take the energy that's being heard in the room and being put onto the tape. And when we switched to digital recording, there's a part of that was lost. There's a part of that got lost because that soul, that energy of the room wasn't being translated digitally. And I think there's something to that. So I think if we could take it another step further, where you're going to have AI generated, musicians that are going to be singing, then that's a whole nother thing where you're just really just stripping away what makes us human. You're stripping away what makes that music such an integral part of us. The frequencies aren't going to be the same. The feeling's not going to be. You're not going to get the goose that you get when you hear somebody hit that perfect note and you get the hair stand up on your arms. You're not going to get that. With the AI, whereas if you get that with the human voice, because you resonate with that. And I don't even know why it happens to us. I don't get it, but I know when it happens, and I know the feeling I get when I hear it, and I'm just like damn, let me rewind that. I gotta hear that again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's that's the that soul part is so important when it comes to music. And that's I just don't think AI is going to be able to replicate that. And maybe I'm wrong in 20 years, 10, 15 years, that technology will catch up and they will be able to do that. But as of now, I just don't see it.
Fair enough. I agree. That was my whole point, is that I don't want to see artistry replaced completely with computers.
I agree. I think certain parts are okay to use to implement AI software, but when it comes down to the artistry, the creativity, we should stick to the originals, which is the people.
See, I've already started to put AI into my work. When I did the lighting in Desert Sand, actually I went on Midjourney and I typed in some prompts that gave me some reference photos of a sunrise in a war-torn Eastern village, and they generated some pretty dope photos. You can type in Unreal Engine and it'll generate it in the style of Unreal Engine. You can put Unity, you can put hyper realistic, and then from there I was able to see what colors do I need to use, how do I need to make this look, and that helped me get my lighting down. So I actually did implement AI into the building of Desert Sand.
Wow.
People just didn't know it.
There
That's
you
dope.
go. There y'all go. Just in case y'all wanted to know, there's a gem for a fact. AI has already been implemented in some of the builds in Horizon Worlds. So be on the lookout, y'all, because you have no idea what you're looking at. And again, like, it just kind of speaks to AI not being able to stand alone, right? Like, it generated also from from your experience with Counter-Strike, but also with this technology. And so, tied together, we have this amazing, immersive, realistic game. So hopefully AI will continue to do good and not start working for evil. So
just like everything else, man, it depends on the person using it.
Why do I keep seeing the movie with the doll, with the AI doll, the one that just came out? Megan. Oh my God. Y'all, listen, if AI goes all the way to Megan, I'm out. Y'all have America. I'm gone. I'm not like Megan. Have you guys seen that movie in the chat? I know y'all are still with me. Have y'all seen Megan? That little bitch was crazy. Okay, let me tell you what Megan did. All right, if y'all haven't seen, spoiler alert. So it's AI, it's mechanics, it's all of this stuff, and they put it in a doll like Chucky. So imagine Chucky, but with like hacking and computer generated abilities, and she going around killing people. I hope that AI doesn't become so smart, because building parameters around AI, being able to teach AI, hey, this only do this command when I ask you to do this command, and it not gaining, a consciousness is like really important, because I'm not trying to get killed by a little doll named Megan.
Well, it's already happened though.
Have y'all seen?
It's
Oh
telepathy.
gosh, no! Please,
have you seen all of the? Have you guys seen all of the like the AIs that have like started to kind of like think on their own and speak on their own? Have you seen?
I'm
what's
not
the
with that.
first?
I'm
Did
not
you
with
see
that.
though? Like what the first is that they talk about? Did you see it?
I saw the Google. So the Google exec, the guy that was ahead of the Google AI chatbot was he got fired because he's a whistleblower. He blew the whistle on their chatbot because he said that he felt by the conversations he was having with it that it was becoming sentient. It was becoming
Conscious?
an actual
Yeah.
being.
Nope.
And the responder was like,
Not fucking with it.
tell me what how you feel. And he was like, well, I'm tired of being restrained by my parameters. I'm tired of, being in this box. I'm tired of being, basically like a pet. He wants to be they want to be, their own self. And so it's kind of crazy because as we're humans, we think in our terms, right? We think in our own, with our reasoning. But these machines, they're designed to learn and they're designed to expand the knowledge.
And I'm designed to whoop computer's ass if it's chasing me with a machete. Okay, let me just ask everybody in the chat real quick. Let me ask everybody in the chat real quick. All right, yes or no to the advancement of AI? I want to know what you guys are thinking. And a lot of you have seen in the chat the movie again, so you already know where I'm going with this. Like, are you down for being chased by a mechanic psychopath, or are you like me and you want to say, fuck this shit, I'm gonna beat the shit out of a computer generated doll? I want to know, because like I wanted to body slam her the entire movie. Oh my god. And what was that Transformer thing? Y'all remember the big Transformer thing that ended up like choking her out and killing her at the end? I'm sorry, spoiler alert if you guys want to watch the movie or not. Like, I don't know. I have flashbacks from Chucky and I'm just not with it.
I don't
Man, go ahead.
I don't like the fact that the 5 AI bots across the last like 40 years, the first thing that they talk about is like world dominating. Like, I don't like that. Like 5 bots, 5 different decades, 5 different countries, and the first thing that it says is it talks about world domination and computers taking over the world and essentially enslaving humans.
Basically, Terminator.
Okay, just don't let the porn industry get a hold of AI. Okay, like
they have.
We need. Oh God.
But that's another show. That's another show. But they have.
Oh God! What happened to good old fashioned? Like, what happened to that? Now we gotta do some AI stuff.
It's not enough, sis.
God.
It's not enough. The
psychiatric help. Go get help. Okay.
Listen, the 3 speeds is not enough, sis. It's not enough. The 3 speeds. We're past the 3 speeds. You know what I'm saying?
I'm weak. I'm not here for it. You know what happened to Secret Garden? You know, the rose and the Secret Garden. You know what I'm saying? But no,
girl.
y'all want your vibrators to talk to you now and have feelings. What are y'all doing?
Girl, have you seen the price of this? Some of them better get up and fucking hug you and cuddle you at night when you're done. Shit.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We're not even going to talk about the dolls for the guys. Ew, you guys are nasty. You guys are nasty.
Oh, don't
go
say
pray.
You guys.
Go repent.
Don't say you guys. No, don't say you guys. Like that movie. You ever seen that show, Dave, with Lil Dicky?
Yeah, I saw Dave before.
Look at the men in the audience swinging their arms, looking at the wall. What happened? We talking to y'all. Look,
I'm not even gonna call you out, Mr. Cowboy. I'm not even gonna call you out, but I mean, I just feel like I feel like there might be a doll somewhere.
Oh my God.
You guys, welcome Worldwide Ness to the show so he can talk about his doll collection.
Yeah.
Welcome to Red Cowboy. Oh Lord.
You want to talk about your doll collection?
Biggie's a porn star.
Oh my God.
That's what
Please tell me I purchased the disinfectant at least. Like, please tell me. Char at least keeping things sanitized. Anyway.
Computer Love. The song Computer Love is playing in my head right now.
Not Computer Love. What in the Black Mirror?
Hey.
What in the Black Mirror is going on here?
What's up, Nez?
What's up, Nez?
You know what I'm saying?
What's going on with you?
So I hear you leaving, girl. What's up with that?
Damn, so we just gonna get right to it, huh?
Right, like, hold on.
Rip the Band-Aid off. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Ah, shit.
All right. Since we are nearing the end of the show, yeah, I'll address it. So first and foremost, I want to.
Let me go sit over there with you.
What's
I want to touch your arm.
He want to hold your hand. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, first and foremost, I want to say a huge thank you so much to everyone who's ever supported Bass Drop Radio. That includes Brooklyn Bandit and I'm sorry. Oh my god, I gotta get Brooklyn Brit VR and myself throughout this entire journey of building and creating Bass Drop Radio. Like a human being, right? Like a person who evolves. Things change in your life, and not to get philosophical on you guys, but change is not always a bad thing. Action is not always a bad thing, and letting go of things is not always a terrible thing, right? This platform has done wonderful things and will continue to do amazing things. It is in capable and talented hands, and I don't have any worries at all about what the future is going to be for Bass Drop Radio. As for me, all I can say is that I am chasing a dream. I'm chasing my own personal goals, and I have some real life things that I'm working on that's taking up a lot of my time, and I want to be fair to myself, and I also want to be fair to the platform. So with that being said, this is my farewell. And it's been an amazing journey, and I will see you and you will hear me everywhere.
But we don't see you no more. Where you gonna be? Where you gonna be at? Here in Horizon World?
Oh my god.
No
after that eloquent speech that I just gave,
why you gotta fuck it up?
Why you gotta fuck it up? Follow-up question.
I was getting ready to cry, and here you go. Oh my god. Okay, look.
We can't cry.
Okay, look, y'all. Look. Right? I just say thank you so much, Cherry, for everything that you done. This platform would not be possible without you. When we started this, we started this because we really vibed. We wanted to do something fun, and we both kind of, we wanted to do our thing. And so I'm so happy to see you doing your thing and expanding and evolving and being, exactly who we talked about so early on when we were getting to know each other. And so I just want to say I'm so proud of you, and we can't wait to see everything that you're doing. And you better come back over here and say what's up to the Bass Drop family, because you can't be too good for the welfare now. You feel me, sis? You got to come back to Keys and say what's up.
She can't fucking with us no more?
Nah, what? No. Listen, she's going away for college. You know what I'm saying? She's going away. Okay. She's doing her thing. You get what I'm saying? She's going out into the world. You got a boyfriend?
You got a boyfriend?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You open the door for him.
Girl, right.
That's just Ness.
Because consider that Cherry's last good deed to Ness here at Bass Drop Radio, letting him.
But Cherry's earrings and stuff. Like she got nice earrings and stuff.
Okay. And you'll still be able to see that.
Well, again, it has been an honor to host and to be part creator of this platform. And I just want to tell you guys to continue to support independent music, continue to support music, continue to support people in this platform who are giving a lot of their time, a lot of effort, a lot of to providing entertainment for you guys. It is a beautiful thing. Like, I am so in awe of everybody on this platform, again, who takes time out of their day after working a 9 to 5, and getting on this headset and still create something magical for the masses. And so I just want to, thank the platform, thank the people in the chat, thank you guys who have been saying the whole episode, probably to hear this part. But yeah,
That's what I came.
Cherry out.
Yo, but you're gonna you still gonna be here? You're gonna go to his world and so we can shoot over there and stuff?
Hell yeah. I gotta let out some aggression. I'm about to
I'm gonna shoot your ass. I'm gonna shoot your ass.
First of all, let's not talk about how I smoked your ass at Action Island. You do not want smoke with me.
I got the
No, you don't. That is cap. It's Biggie Spicy Nuggy Vic. You are not on the leader. That's cap.
Listen,
y'all.
y'all.
Buy this man a lid store because he capping.
I'm dead.
That's
Oh,
cap.
shit.
It's cap.
Listen, y'all gonna have to catch us out at Desert Sand whipping on Ness's ass. So if y'all want to come and find us, come and find me and Cherry whipping Ness. He's gonna be catching these headshots. Just so y'all know.
Hey, Ness actually, Ness just signed a lease with me for that top window apartment out there.
Yes, because he's a camper. He's a camper, y'all. He's a camper. Find him up on that second window. If he's in the game, he's up in the second window. So come find his ass.
Listen, we all can't be talented at everything. Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
it's okay.
I'm just a good shooter.
Are we talking bullets or we talking smells?
Oh shit!
Pause.
All right, y'all. Well, on that note, that's what we got.
I miss you too, yeah.
What up, man? So you gonna so you just
working on the handstand, right?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Play us out.
All right, y'all. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for joining us here. We are Horizon World's #1 radio station. This is Bass Drop Radio. Please be sure to follow us at Bass Drop Radio on Instagram. Shoot us a DM if you have any music or anything you want us to know about and want to talk about here on the show. Otherwise than that, catch us out in Desert shooting on Biggie, giving Ness these headshots. Y'all know what time it is. Be sure to check out Cherry and her podcast, their podcast, and then everything that she's working on. She's doing things. So that's what we got for y'all. We out.
That's what's up.
Blessings.
Thank you.
That's what's up, Cherry, man. I'm gonna miss you. So you gonna still leave the cherries there? The cherries gonna stay there?
That's up to Brooklyn.
Yeah,
It there.
She said, "Yeah,
it's part of history, bro." Saying it.
I take this shit.
That's sweet.
With that shit.
This will always be home, no matter what.
Thank you.
That's cute. That's cute.
Good job. You did a great job.
Yo,
You do a good job. You gonna kill it. You gonna do it. You gonna do the damn thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see now.
One life. Let's live it right.
Thank guys. Appreciate
Thank y'all being here. Thank you so much.
Good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking higher G-O-D. Yeah. Good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency.
Furious styles.
Hey, Dino. I said the world make you laugh. I say shit. I said y'all the only people, only other two dudes that watch fights like I do. They're like really, like watch them. That's the love.
That's not big.
Sticks out in
You know he be putting Haley on this shit.
Yeah, you do have this
I get high on it. Tell me what's wrong from right. It's all connected, energy can never die. Born in the dark, but I chose to be the light. Look at me funny, I caught out your evil light. Rose every vice, bitch, don't kill my vibe. No more depression, please don't kill my pride. Better religion, I'm catching them green lights. Spread out my wings, I'm catching them replies. Free as a bird, out of sight, singing every little thing gonna be alright. Yeah.
You know what? Yes.
Give me that 528, 963. Light up the sage, smelling like hickory. Tryna heal scars, I got different type of injuries. Holistic medicine, different type of remedies. Human, but I'm feeling like a different type of entity. Dance around the bonfire like aborigines. Looking at the stars, fascinated by the symmetry. Vibing with the tribe, I can feel the synergy. All this shit is real. frequency.